First, a quick acknowledgement. The early model may experience repeat scanning the same frame like you see here. The cause was with the track width. The solutions are either have the machine refurbished with the latest track design or, better yet, just buy the latest Wolverine Pro model. After many scans, the coefficient of friction increases at the fourth post. A loop may form as a result. Also, an overlap joint at an 8mm film midpoint is more prone to getting caught at this felt edge, causing a stoppage. Placing a single press tape over the underneath side of the 8mm film's midpoint overlap joint will remove this thickness discontinuity, eliminating the catch point. Both of these issues can be alleviated by wrapping a piece of soft, lint-free cloth around the fourth post as shown. Staple the ends of the cloth together and then duct tape it. Purchase off eBay a universal splicer, 8mm and/or Super 8 film leader, and 8mm and/or Super 8 press tapes for splicing. You will also need some high-quality lint-free eyeglass cleaning cloths and rubbing alcohol. Fix any bad splices or torn sprocket holes detected during cleaning with press tapes to help assure a flawless scan without stoppage. This is more important than you may realize. You want no slack on the track to help maintain engagement of the pawl. Capture the image slightly beyond the frame edges using the Frame Adjust feature and crop later in the Nonlinear Editing. This will maximize the visible area of your movie beyond what you ever saw before. Taking the time to prepare your film as discussed will go a long way to achieving a flawless scan with no stoppages. Since the regular 8mm was originally shot at 16 frames per second and the original Wolverine film to digital created the scan file at 30 frames per second, that speed is multiplied by 0.533 to correct the speed back to 16 frames per second. And since the Wolverine Pro scan file is at 20 frames per second, that speed is multiplied by 0.8 to correct the speed back to 16 frames per second. Since the Super 8 film was originally shot at 18 frames per second, and the original Wolverine film to digital created the scan file at 30 frames per second, that speed is multiplied by 0.6 to correct the speed back to 18 frames per second. And finally, since the Wolverine Pro scan file is at 20 frames per second, that speed is multiplied by 0.9 to correct the speed back to 18 frames per second.